Colin Wee, JDK. We're working on the Kata Jion, and today we are looking at the sequence of the three block punches that's within the pattern itself as we turn. So this is out after the opening, this back to the 12 o'clock, block upwards, sorry Josh, punch, block, punch, and so this sequence perpetuates with different timing dependent on the style or the lineage that you actually follow. The way that we basically are following is basically on the shorin ryu, where we have this upper block and then the punch, which turns into another upper block and then the punch. And we're trying to actually kind of resolve the tactical implications of the upper block. Previously, we used the upper block to control a strike or a limb that's been sent at us. The way that we approach this form is slightly different in that we are setting it up where we've got an opponent. I am going to send an upper block and set him up to stop me from hitting him. So if without his hand there, I'm going to slam that upper block in his head. He doesn't really like that. So as I assume that he's going to counter me, I'm going to apply pressure directly into that raised guard, and then I'm going to strip it off to the side, and then I'm going to come in through with the reverse hand long punch, or basically the extended lunge punch from the backhand, right? So as I have that and I strip down, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to step through. So we could do two different things. I can come in from the front, meaning I can slam into his head, continue to send that momentum or inertia through, come through the back of the stance, or I can apply pressure, strip, and come in and slam the forearm to the back of the neck. The benefit with that is that then I'm back into this lovely act that we did just last week. So obviously you have the setup, the stripping of the counter, and a flying through with a back punch, which is not bad in itself, and also you come in from the front or from the back. The front, basically, if I insert my body all the way through, that destabilizes the center of gravity and it kind of scissors the opponent. Setting it up again, I'm coming in, I move my head offline, I send that upper block up, I strip it out, I punch through. Should I turn on the light? Send, strip. Now, it's not me, can I have you there, Josh? It's not me just taking the upper block and then stripping through on the hand. Can you fight? Did you see that? If I were to try to take that hand and drag it down immediately, that happens. What I am doing is I'm pushing forward into the person. I push forward into the person or upwards if I'm shorter, and then after there's a feedback, then I go 90 degrees opposite, which is basically this rechambering of the hand. I've got the front, then I strip, then dependent on what I see, then I come in. It is very different from trying to just send the hand up and then do that. It's not a immediate swipe down. It is a setup first before I strip it off, then come in from the for the strike. So that's COVID brain fog happening. If I were to look at that tactic, and if I had that idea in my mind to take that hand and create an opening, but the other hand is offered, then I would have to then shift and then send. This is kind of like a bongsao. It looks like a non-tactic or non-technique, but I'm still sending the force forward, and what I'm doing is I am using an elbow roll to then get my hand over, I push this off, and then I am able to then strip that arm away. Head off, shrug, pull, strike. Again, make connection, elbow, hammer. What do we do in terms of did we continue on here? Continue on here. So, if I were a thinking man, dependent on where his head is at, if his head moves forward, then I basically sail through. I take this guy and put him down. If I shrug and this guy's head pulls back, then basically I then come in here. I take this head, then I basically take this guy, like, oh my gosh, that was not a great move. What we did before is this, wasn't it? And we went downwards here. Yeah. Now we're out of frame. So yeah, it depends on obviously how the opponent is set up and how you actually follow through. But you had the option of either going onto the front or onto the back, dependent on where you want to actually take him down. So the application finishes the way the opponent presents it at the time of you actually practicing it. Do you have anything you want to add?
I'm good.
Do you like it?
It's alright, yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad, eh?
Not too bad.
Please practice.